This is Garis, Masculist, MGTOW flyers. That is 2 3-page essays on the themes of masculism and MGTOW, written by and read aloud by Prof. Dr. Hugo de Garis. This is flyer number 234, entitled Masculist Bitch Slapping Guidelines. Description. This flyer presents guidelines for masculists on when it is advisable for a masculist to bitch slap a woman, or for a group of masculists to collectively bitch slap a group of women, especially feminazis who try to heckle and close down a masculist meeting. The flyer itself. Masculist Bitch Slapping Guidelines by Prof. Dr. Hugo de Garis. Email profhugodegaris@yahoo.com. Website profhugodegaris.wordpress.com. This flyer addresses itself to the construction of guidelines concerning when it is advisable to bitch slap. It's divided into two components. The first concerns the bitch slapping of an individual woman, and the second, the collective bitch slapping of a group of women. More and more feminazis nowadays feel they have the right to initiate the slapping of a man and not be slapped back. Some men have been so brainwashed by this idea that they don't hit back as a matter of principle, brainwashed by the mantra, quote, "A man never hits a woman." The obvious disadvantage to men of this brainwashing is that women feel that they can get away with slapping a man without any risk of being slapped back. This is real sexist hypocrisy on the part of the feminazis, and something that the masculists will not tolerate. So what do the masculists suggest men do when a man gets slapped by a woman? Masculists hit back with equal force. If the woman then immediately hits him back a second time with greater force, then the masculist hits her back immediately a second time with the same force as her second slap. That second slap by the man will usually get the woman to stop due to her fear of being really slapped hard by a man who is so much stronger across the chest than a woman, that is, 3 times stronger on average. The masculist can then launch into a little speech along the following lines. I'm a masculist. I don't tolerate a woman hitting a man. So I give you tit for tat to teach you a lesson. If you hit me a 3rd time, I will bitch slap you, that is, hit you with full male force, and since men are 3 times stronger than women across the chest, it will be excruciatingly painful, and you'll never want to be bitch slapped again in your life. I will bitch slap you to teach you a valuable lesson, that you don't hit a man, and that you don't also expect not to be hit back. That attitude is sexist and hypocritical. The bitch slap would teach you a lesson. It would be punishment for your sexist hypocrisy. So be warned. If you've never been bitch slapped before, it's so strong that you'll be sent flying across the room screaming in pain. I suggest you just walk away now. In the second case, that is, the bitch slapping of a group of women, we need to talk about under what circumstances would a group of men want to bitch slap a group of women. The obvious example is when a group of fascist feminazis aims to shut down a university campus talk given by some masculist by heckling it, creating so much noise that the speaker is unable to talk. I suggest the following bitch slapping proceeds along the following protocol. 1. Once it's clear that the feminazis intend to shut down the meeting in their fascist dictatorial style, then the speaker gives a signal to the men's group organisers who invited the speaker for the bitch slappers to line up in front of the stage or podium. 2. The speaker then tells the feminazis, We masculists now have a bitch slapping policy. If you feminazis don't be quiet, then you will be collectively bitch slapped by these guys here. That is what masculists do. We are fed up with the fascist tactics of you hated feminazis and have absolutely no intention of letting you destroy this meeting. We masculists will use our superior male strength to force you out of the auditorium by bitch slapping you. Be warned. A bitch slap is no ordinary slap. It's a slap delivered with full male force and will send you flying across the room, screaming in pain. Once you've been bitch slapped once, you will never want to be bitch slapped a second time. It is so painful. So shut up now, or suffer the pain. 3. If the feminazis don't shut up, then the bitch slapping starts, and the offending women are physically removed from the room by beefy males who just pick them up and carry them away. If some of the women hit back, then they are bitch slapped again. Once this kind of bitch slapping becomes fairly commonplace, and the feminazis learn of it from cases on other campuses, they will take it seriously. In fact, a warning could be sent to a campus women's group not to try to heckle and destroy the masculist speaker meeting by saying that the masculist meeting has adopted a bitch slapping strategy if the feminazis try to shut it down. There's obvious strength in numbers, so the university administration cannot expel a few hundred masculists for bitch slapping. If some of the bitch slapping masculists are hauled up to see the president of the university, then that would be a good opportunity for the leaders of the masculist group to educate the president, telling him such things as, quote, "The feminazis have become genociders, wiping out whole populations due to their takeover of the divorce courts, making them so toxic for men that 2/3 of young men refuse to marry, refuse to have kids, and spend their money on themselves. This paternity rejection is causing the birth rate to plummet, so these feminazis have to be stopped. We don't need bullets, just the palms of our hands." Bitch slapping is masculist policy to stop the feminazis from wiping out whole populations. It's becoming the norm amongst masculist groups, and it's very effective. 4. If there's a bitch slapping, then the media should be contacted, showing the journalists, etc., the video footage taken of the bitch slapping and explaining to the journalists why it occurred and why it's important for the feminazis to be stopped. That is the stop the feminazi genociders argument. The resulting media publicity will help educate the public about masculist ideas and act as a precedent for masculist meetings at other colleges. Once many such collective bitch slappings have occurred, university presidents will give up trying to appease the feminazis and just accept that men are really starting to speak up and are squashing the feminazi bitches. In time, public opinion will shift as more people take the side of the masculists and agree that the feminazis should be hated and punished for their fascist dictatorial values regarding the masculists. Cheers. Prof. Dr. Hugo de Garis. Email profhugodegaris@yahoo.com. Website profhugodegaris.wordpress.com. YouTube channels De Garis, Masculist, MGTOW, Flyers, and De Garis Essays. Ciao.